this day when the World Cup is over.
It really does not bother you that much.
No. I haven't invested a single minute of my free time into watching the World Cup.
Nice.
Yep. And that probably disturbs a lot of people.
Well, if you didn't bring it up that much, then it probably wouldn't. But
Makes you feel any better? I haven't really followed any of it.
it's not for everybody. But at the same time,
I'm just too invested.
It honestly kind of is for everybody. Soccer is a global sport.
well, I mean, I used to not really watch it that much, but then I just got into it. When you get the lore of the players and what clubs they play for, what storylines there are, that's when it gets really fun.
I will say I saw a clip about someone talking about the people who watch soccer. Do they care more about the team or an individual player success?
It depends. It
I think
depends.
it's more so players, bro, honestly.
It depends. It depends. Messi fans and Ronaldo fans, they'll track them. But then again, in their primes, both of them were on Barcelona and Madrid, so they were supporting those two teams and stuck with them. So
What's the Braves record? Somebody pull it up.
I got you.
Oh, the Braves.
Yeah, 13 and 14. Dude, they're second in the South.
Bro, that's our division, yo.
Bunch of chumps, bro.
That's actually ridiculous.
If we were in the South, we'd be better.
If we were in the South, we'd have 10 wins.
Yeah, we'd have 2 more wins.
We'd
That's
have
not a
2
lot,
more
but
wins.
it's more.
Because we wouldn't play a big train as much.
Yeah, we'd have the same amount of wins as the Grays.
Only wouldn't kick our ass every Friday.
See, no, imagine if we played the Grays, the Aces, and the Braves as much as we played the Crop Dusters, the Giants, and the Big Train. Because even the Giants, they're 13 and 16, but they're better than their record. They'd probably be better than they'd probably be the second best team behind the Senators in the South. We're currently 12 games back from Bethesda. You think we're gonna catch them?
Yo, bro, you never know. They've won back-to-back games. You never know.
Not yet.
I think they're technically
Bro,
mathematically
the thing I
eliminated
hate about
from that.
soccer leagues is it's just the same 3. I guess not so much with the Premier League anymore, but it's just the same 3 teams that are the best in every league.
That's fair. Yeah, the Premier League I'd say is more balanced now. Bro, there's nothing for example, Sunderland, they got promoted this year. They finished, I think, 7th in the league, so now they're gonna play European football after just getting promoted. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
You always have the top 2-3 teams competing for the title, but really the best part about the league is who's competing for the other spots to get competitive football next year.
Bro, that's so lame though. You shouldn't be that shouldn't be your focus. Or every team should have a chance to win it all.
I understand what you're saying, but once you get used to it, you kind of it becomes more fun. And for example, that Leicester City Premier League win is the greatest title in sports history.
That's
No.
that's an anomaly.
It is. Trust me. If I broke it down to you, it's if a minor league team won the World Series. That's how crazy it was. It'll never happen again.
The first page of my notebook is the page that I started scoring this game.
But yeah, because it doesn't happen often, when that does happen, that's the greatest thing ever.
I wonder, is this actually the same?
I don't know how that's not a problem in baseball, but every 5 or so years you'll get a team with a low payroll that wins the World Series.
Yeah.
It's just right timing or whatever, but
Yeah, I mean, you sacrifice a couple of Dodgers titles for another team to win it. You know what I mean? At least it sucks watching the same team win it every year. But then when that team does win, it's fun. For example, Arsenal. I hate Arsenal. They haven't won the Premier League in a long time, but they're a top 4 team. They finally won it this year. So they were the villains of the league. Everyone hated them. And although I didn't like the fact that they won the league, it made it so entertaining.
But I think what's great about the NBA right now is you have a different champ every year. You've had a different champ every year since 2019.
That's fair. No, the NBA is definitely right now at its peak when it comes to diversity. It's never been this diverse.
It's because of the second apron problem.
Fuck the second apron, man. Ruin the Celtics, genuinely.
But it's good for the league though, because you can't make
Yeah.
super teams as easily.
I guess. It's just a little bit of an unfair advantage to some of the bigger teams, but I get it.
But that's what I'm saying. The bigger teams shouldn't have the advantage. They
Yeah.
should be, like,
No, I get why they do it, but I just personally disagree. Like, for example, the Celtics drafted almost their whole team besides a couple of players when they won their championship, and yet they had to split up the Jays just because, like, the two of them were making too much money for the second apron. Like, even though both of them were homegrown and drafted there.
Second. This is the second.
no, you do have a good point there. Maybe there should be like a home.
Like, they should be rewarded for building their own team, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Never heard of a second.
Like, even, like, all of our role players, Peyton Pritchard, we had to pay a bag. Well, I guess he's actually one of the most underrated contracts. Sam Hauser, we had to pay. Like, we kind of, like, do draft these guys in, like, the late first round, second round, and develop them up to be really good role players. And then there's, like, guys like Derek White that you trade for, but
They traded for Porzingis.
Tingus Pingus.
Pingus. I saw him when he was a Wizard.
Yeah,
Who
I
the
think it's
fuck
just,
is
like,
this?
I think it's so much. Like,
Who the fuck is
NBA
Tingus Pingus?
Like, this Knicks team was literally just like, it was like a Moneyball team. Just a bunch of underestimated guys. who
Yeah.
got together.
I mean, like, even the Brunson story is pretty cool. Like, oh, this guy's, like, too short to lead a team. Like, like that was pretty cool.
Cat is like too soft.
Yeah.
Kel is, they overpaid for Kel.
After all that, they asked me in media about you. They really did. No, I love Cat though. Cat's cool. Cat's
Aye, aye, Captain.
SEC. What you mean? Nah, I mean honestly though, I will say I think Cat is overhated. Poor guy, man. Like,
He like owned Wemby in the finals.
dude, he's genuinely like, bro, the stuff that guy's been through too, like losing his whole family to COVID, like that guy's been through like hell and back, and yet people like want to be a douchebag to him. Like, he's the only guy who smiles all the time,
Hello,
and yet he's been through the
welcome
worst.
to South County High School for this evening matchup between the Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts and the SoCo Braves.
Yo, Matthew Kim is a shortstop.
Congrats, man.
Now introducing the starting lineup for the Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts.
That's us.
Pitching number 23, Christian Dre.
Yeah.
Third baseman number 5, Samuel Camacho Jr. Right fielder number 35, Marco Polizzi. Center fielder number 10, Gabriel Bagues.
I don't have their lineup.
First baseman number 14, Noah
We can we have it on the
Catching
Calrican
number
site.
27, Mason
Oh yeah, it is on the
Kelleher.
thing. I forgot about that.
Left fielder number 42,
forgot about
Cameron
that.
Zaker. Second baseman number 34, Aiden Prell. Shortstop number
forgot
2,
about that.
Matthew Kim. Designated hitter number 36, Joey King.
Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go
Introducing the
first?
Starting lineup for the SoCo Braves.
You can go
Pitching
first.
number
'cause I
13,
did, I
Gavin
did the
Elliott.
game yesterday.
Second baseman
All right.
number 17, Chip Kress. Left fielder number
Chip
16,
Kress.
Matt Wright. Right
not
fielder
Kreese,
number 12,
Kress.
Aiden Albright.
Apparently to their
Third
guy over there.
baseman number 10, Alejandro Vasquez.
Hey,
Designated hitter
Alejandro,
number 18, Robert
Alejandro.
Kelly. Center fielder number 5,
You hear that?
Owen Peltier.
Robert Kelly.
Shortstop number 7, Nadav Macklin.
They got
First baseman
Robert
number
Kelly,
3,
Is the person you
Owen
referenced-
Palantir, and Nadav Macca. Sorry, I'm doing too much.
What if I just went live right now?
Robert Kelly, Nadav
The
Macklin,
T-Bolts are on. What?
and Owen Palantir.
Please rise and remove your caps for the flag.
No controversy on this Braves team.
None.
Dude, look at this mud.
I'm the guy that yells.
If you're at like a Celtics game, you're like, let's fucking go Celtics.
No, I'm the type of guy. I'm the type of guy that goes. What is it during the national anthem when there's like that specific?
Yeah, like, oh, say. Well, that's the thing with Camden Yards. That's the tradition. Do you want to go live?
Hello and welcome.
Your R. Kelly jokes?
No. Are we live right now or no?
No.
Are you sure? Because I thought I got a notification that we were.
We were at one point, and then I made it private.
Okay.
So.
Calm. Just want to make sure I didn't say nothing crazy. All right, let's go.
You're safe for now. All right. We're going in 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everybody, and welcome in to South County, Lorton, Virginia. The Metro South County Braves and the Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts battle in a doubleheader here on the infamous 7-Eleven day. If you haven't gotten your free Slurpee today, go and get it. This is not 7-Eleven promo, but an exciting day for everyone around the country. But we've got some fun baseball today. We're continuing a game that started on July 11th. Or no, that's today. But we do have a doubleheader for you guys today. The Thunderbolts versus the Braves. First game was in Silver Spring, Tacoma, and got pulled in the second inning. And we're going to finish it out here today with another game behind it. So seven innings of baseball once again for the Thunderbolts, something that they're getting used to. But here we are. It's Patrick Moran and Brian Alves. We've got a fun doubleheader for us tonight.
Absolutely. I believe this game was started on June 12th, so it's been almost a month since this game was supposed to happen. But we're back. Christian Dre is on the mound. He's going to continue his start. Obviously one of two T-Bolts All-Stars, so should be a fun one. We're ready for a long afternoon and evening of baseball.
And the first pitch to start the bottom of the second is fouled off by Nolan Kutney. Gavin Elliott also made the start for the Braves in that matchup that got postponed. So he's already 11 pitches in after getting through that first inning. We'll give you the lineups right after this pitch. The second pitch to Kutney swung on and missed. So for the Thunderbolts, it was Sam Camacho Jr. who led it off to start. Marco Polizzi was second, and Gabe Pagase were third. They went 1, 2, 3 in the top of the bottom of the first in that first matchup. 0-2 to Kutney. There's high for ball one. The rest of the lineup, Kutney, who's up to bat at the 4, Kelleher catching at the 5, Baker at the 6, Iden Prell at the 7, Matthew Kim and Joey King round out the lineup at 8 and 9. Joey King DHing. Second pitch is low for ball 2. Kutney starts 0-2 and bounces back to a 2-2 count.
Well, you look at Nolan Kutney, Marco Polizzi, and Iden Prell in this lineup. Those three guys looked fantastic when we saw them in Bethesda, so hoping to see that momentum continue as they're heating up in the second half. Polizzi and Kutney with big homers, as well as an Iden Prell, bases clearing double. They're swinging some hot bats right now.
Nolan Kutney was trying to tear into that baseball, but after battling back to that 2-2 count, he strikes out swinging. So first out in the renewed baseball game. Remember, we are in the second inning. Bottom of the second, actually, even though we are in South County.
Well, important context, these two teams were originally scheduled to play today, just the normal 7 o'clock. And, given that this was already on the schedule, easier for them to make it up as kind of a doubleheader, quote-unquote.
So with the resumed action, it was Kutney leading off the bottom of the second at the 4 spot. Kelleher in right now and Baker at the 6. So that's the 3 in this inning going against Gavin Elliott. 0-1 count to Kelleher. This one high for ball 1. This is a Braves team that is so far undefeated against the Thunderbolts this season. The 1-1 is swung on by Kelleher, gets over the first baseman for the Braves, and there's a single for Mason Kelleher. He'll get us started with the first hit of the game for the Thunderbolts in the bottom of the second.
Cameron
Well, that makes Mason Kelleher 5 for 5 in less than 24 hours of baseball. He's been swinging as hot of a bat as you can find in the Ripken League. I mean, we joked that he borrowed Braden Featheroff's jersey because he forgot it yesterday when this team was playing the DC Grays. And, now that he's back in his normal 27, still feeling it and, off to a hot start.
First pitch is fouled away. That's fouled off by Baker. Cameron Baker playing left field tonight. And Gavin Elliott, the starter for Metro South County, has had a really outstanding season. 2.63 ERA in 5 appearances. 3 starts he's made so far. He's 2-1 with the win-loss record. 18 total strikeouts in those 5 appearances. He's had himself a nice season so far in the summer. The count is 1-1 with 1 out. Kelleher standing on first. Elliott, the lefty, deals. This one gets in there at the top left of the strike zone. 1-2 the count. Defensively, the South County Braves are playing with Matt Wright in left field. In center field, Owen Peltier. Right field, Aiden Albright. Meanwhile, we have a throwback to Mason Kelleher. He's safe. Out at third, we have Alejandro Vasquez doing the shortstop play, Nadav Mocklin. At center, Christopher Crease Jr., Chip Crease, and at first, Ryan Henson. Fouled off is Baker, and finally doing the catching for the Braves is James Robinson. 1-2 the count to Baker. The Bake Show trying to premiere early in this ball game. There's the 1-2 swung on by Baker. There might be a double play, but after Mocklin fumbles it at shortstop, he does get the lead runner in Kelleher, but safely without a throw is Baker to first.
Couldn't quite pick it up. Was Macklin at shortstop, and tried to get the double play. Did get the fielder's choice when it was all said and done, but Baker, of course, hustling out of the box, getting to first base easily, so able to stay alive in this inning.
There's a second out for the Braves, but as you said, still alive. Iden Prell is going lefty-lefty tonight against Elliott.
Well, he's subbing in for Colin Gibbs, who was invited to Chris Akopian's draft party. So he is not with the team today, but Prell's been swinging it. So talked about him at the top of the broadcast. He has looked great, and so much so that he's immediately plugging in the lineup, pushing Matthew Kim to shortstop.
1-1 count. Elliott's able to squeak that one in there for strike number 2. And looking at Elliott on this season, hasn't gone against the Thunderbolts this year until that game that started off and now is being finished off now. But he's had, like I said, a very good summer so far. This one was check swung by Prell. He went around, so throwing over to first and getting the out for out number 3 is the Braves. So Prell goes around, and we'll go around to the top of the third in just a moment. 0-0 in this renewed baseball game. Doubleheader, fun action coming today, but as of right now, 0-0, top of the third.
The Tacoma Torch, founded in 2019, brings laughter and a sense of fun to residents in the Tacoma Park and DMV area. The Tacoma Torch features satirical articles about the region that those with a sense of humor can appreciate. Send a headline or idea their way to tacomatorch@gmail.com and watch what they do with it. The Tacoma Torch is on the web at tacomatorch.com. Tacoma Torch, a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. Nando's Peri Peri Chicken on 924 Ellsworth Drive in Silver Spring is the best chicken in the world because it uses peri peri sauce. From chicken on the bone to wraps and sandwiches, along with salads and veggie options, Nando's is your choice for great food. Nando's Peri Peri Chicken on 924 Ellsworth Drive in Silver Spring, a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts.
Well, Patrick, certainly an unorthodox first game of the doubleheader as this one's getting renewed. What are you looking for the Thunderbolts to try to take the first game in this doubleheader?
Well, obviously they're getting off to a good start by having Christian Dre on the mound. He looked great in the All-Star game as one of two T-Bolts representatives. I mean, he's a really polished pitcher coming out of the University of Richmond. He's had a fantastic season, and, you know, having him on the bump, he's basically the de facto ace of this staff. I know that Sam and I were talking about on the broadcast last night how T-Bolts have a lot of different options that can plug and play in the starting rotation. Dre is an absolute mainstay, and, you know, he's the type of guy where if your team is on a losing streak, he can be a stopper and just kind of correct it, put the team on his back for the game that he's on the mound, and we're hoping to see that here in this one for his first game in coming back from his All-Star appearance.
Well, Patrick, do you think it makes a huge difference that he's starting off in this third inning, even though he's a starting pitcher for the Bolts? Do you think he can go for an extended amount of time?
Absolutely. I mean, you can kind of use this to your advantage if you're the T-Bolts. And, you know, Dre, who originally started this game, has the long break now and can go deeper into it with all things considered. We saw the Braves have that happen last year when they had a starter who started a game and then wound up going 8 complete. So, you know, if you have that luxury, use it by all means.
Well, first pitch from the Braves in this continued game is gone over to shortstop, and the play is made by Kim over to Cutney. He keeps his foot on the bag. There's some discussion whether or not he made the play, but he does.
That was just a great stretch by Cutney. I mean, he held the first base bag, and, you know, pretty good athlete is Cutney, so looking good over there at first, and huge for him to save the throw. The umpire looked like he was ready to call Cutney off the base. However, you know, Cutney he had it the whole time.
And it looks like heading over to first base was Chip Crease Jr.
Got hit.
He did get hit with the ball. The Thunderbolts do have the advantage. They started off this game already completing 6 outs defensively. The Braves had to get 3 more to match them. So if Dre is able to pitch well today, he can have a decent amount of advantage to Elliott, where he has 3 more outs under his shoulder than everybody else. Swinging and missing is Matt Wright. Matt Wright is 0 for 1 in this continued game. Again, just a weird thing playing a game almost a month later, Patrick.
Mm-hmm.
You probably barely even remember that at bat.
It's hard. I mean, almost a month later now, this game is being resumed. It's quite interesting, but you got to make it happen.
Well, we'll take you all the way back to that first at bat that Matt Wright had, and he grounded out to shortstop. Dre was able to go 1-2-3 for the 1-2-3 of the Braves. And there's a strike. Strike 3 for Dre. He strikes out Matt Wright. Got him looking with the backwards K. Another day, another Dre performance where he is just webbing up these batters.
No doubt about it. That's the type of arm Christian Dre is, and just a quick reminder on the substitutions. I guess we'll get to it in a minute.
This one's dropped and held at second base was Robinson. Coming in to make the play defensively was left fielder Cameron Baker. He held it, but that one was singled softly into left field.
Runners on first and second with 2 outs for the Braves. They're in a pretty good spot to potentially put the first run on the board. T-Bolts did have some defensive changes here in this one. Sam Camacho takes over for Jonah Acosta, who seems to be dealing with a day-to-day injury. Have not seen him recently. Unfortunately, we're hoping for the best. Caleb Sturdivant is the first base coach in this game, so Marco Polizzi grabs a spot in the outfield. He's going to go to right field, and Gabe Pegues takes over in center. And then Colin Gibbs, of course, we talked about how he's out. Iden Prell goes to second. Matthew Kim, who was already in this game, goes to short.
That was swung on and fouled right into catcher Mason Keller.
took it right above the padding, but he seems to be good. And as you were mentioning, Patrick, Kelleher is as hot as anybody offensively, and he's trying to show his defensive abilities behind the plate as well.
I really saw that last night out of him. He handled the pitching staff really well in a 3-run effort across, I believe, 4 different pitchers. So, I mean, I think that went under the radar, but yeah, Kelleher did a heck of a job behind the plate, just navigating through a bit of a break and such, and ultimately just had himself probably his best game of the season.
Alejandro Vasquez is up after Albright singled. Vasquez was 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He was the guy who struck out against Christian Dre in the top of the second. One of the last couple of outs before that game got paused.
Indeed. I have that in my scorebook right here, backwards K.
Nice.
Yep. That was written down almost a month ago. At the top of the page is 6/12, meaning June 12th was the date. So
this one nicely located for Christian Dre. He evens the count at 2-2 to Vasquez. Vasquez playing third base for the Braves. This Braves team sitting in a decent spot in the South Division. Here's the 2-2. It's low for ball 3. And we were really talking about this off the air when it comes to the standings and the scheduling it comes out with. We'll come back to you after this 3-2 pitch with 2 outs, but that's something we could talk about as we get back from the break about scheduling and the divisions. I think it's an interesting topic.
It's a loaded conversation, especially home stretch playoff run coming. Team's got to play their best baseball.
And that one, the 3-2 is just missing for ball 4. The Braves are going to load up the bases. There was an appeal to the first base ump, whether or not he was held back or not. He was held back on the check swing. So bases are loaded with 2 outs. The Braves have an opportunity to get on board first. First pitch is a strike to his next batter, Robert Kelly. Kelly at the 5 spot is DHing. He's 0 for 1 in his first at-bat. And for those who don't know him, one of the best hitters in this league. There's another great pitch by Dre. It's in there for strike 2. Robert Kelly has played 27 games this season at 30 RBIs, leading the league. But right now, he's in a huge opportunity. And Dre looking to take down the RBI leader in a spot with the bases loaded. Here's the 0-2. Just high. That one, very tough for Kelly not to swing at, but he held it back. It was a dangerous pitch. The 1-2 now, bases loaded. This one bounces in. Good stop by Mason Kelleher at the dish.
Yeah, Kelleher and Kai Schmelzer have done a great job with the pitchers this summer. It's really been a strong tandem overall when you consider everything that those two do as catchers. So
Dre looking for his 5th strikeout already, and there it is. Robert Kelly, the RBI leader, is down swinging. The Richmond Spider once again webbing up these batters. 5 strikeouts early for Christian Dre, 3 innings deep. We'll head to the bottom of the 3rd. But what a way to end the inning. Bases were loaded. No damage done. 0-0 is the ball game. Heading to the bottom of the 3rd. Thunderbolts Baseball Network. We'll be back in a second.
United Therapeutics in Silver Spring develops pharmaceuticals and technologies that help patients in need of organ transplantation. United Therapeutics is guided by the principles of always striving to do the right thing and relentlessly pushing to always do better. As a result, the company was included among America's best companies by Forbes magazine. United Therapeutics in Silver Spring is a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. The Parkway Deli on 8317 Grub Road in Silver Spring has been dishing up deli classics since 1963. The Parkway Deli is a family business, and their family loves to bring great food and service to yours. The Parkway Deli is open 7 days a week, 8:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Friday, and 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Saturdays and Sundays. The Parkway Deli on 8317 Grub Road in Silver Spring, a proud supporter of the Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts.
Well, Patrick, that was certainly a way to get out of the inning, striking out the best RBI.
RBI leader.
Yeah, no, how did I want to phrase that, though? The best RBI dealer in the league. 30 on the season. It's just a ridiculous amount with only 27 games played.
The best run producer.
Yes, absolutely. But Christian Dre made quick work of him. He got out of the bases loaded situation, and now the Thunderbolts have an opportunity in the bottom of the third to start us off with a run. Matthew Kim's going to lead off for the Bolts. It'll be Kim, King, and Camacho, 8, 9, and 1. First pitch is swung on by Kim. That one's going to drop in there between center and left field. Thrown in from center fielder Owen Peltier, but Matthew Kim, first pitch swinging, first pitch landing.
Love the aggressive approach. He just got a pitch he wanted to hit and deposited it out into the left center area, a bit shallow. Kim is not a guy with a ton of power, but he can just place the ball where he wants to, and just like that, he's on first with great speed.
Great speed is the name of the game for Kim. We'll see if he goes at some point of this at-bat. Next up is Joey King. As we all love to call him, the glue guy for this Thunderbolts team. He's really just someone that can come in and produce.
It's really important to have depth that can really fill out the roster, and I would say Matthew Kim and Joey King are the top two guys off the bench.
Well, that one got away from James Robinson. The pitch went low. It bounced off of his right leg, and Matthew Kim takes advantage and gets into second safely, but does slide and get his pants a little dirty, even though he didn't necessarily need to.
Well, he's playing the game at one speed, 100%. And, you know, when you get that jersey dirty, the pants, everything, you know you had a good day at the office.
This one to King misses as well, this time upstairs, 2-1. So no outs early in this bottom of the third stretch, but the Thunderbolts are in a position to score. Kim on second, King at the plate. King fouls this one off right down the first base line. It skims to the gate. 2-2 the count. After King, it'll be Camacho, Palizzi, and potentially Gabe Pegues. Can the bottom of the order once again come through for the Bolts? Here's the 2-2 from Elliott. This one gets Joey King looking. Great strike just placed at the top left of the zone, and King wasn't able to locate it in time. Backwards K.
Just a pitcher's pitch by Gavin Elliott. I mean, no qualms or queries from Joey King. He just kind of got frozen on that pitch. Not that much you can do about it as a hitter when a pitcher spots it up perfectly. And the southpaw did it there.
It's a big-time first out for Elliott. Now he's going to get to Sam Camacho Jr. Camacho leading off tonight. And he was leading off in that first matchup. Not something you usually see, or that we haven't seen all season from him. Oh, that's right. He was replacing Acosta. That is the reason.
Again, we're hoping Acosta can get healthy. He was the original starting third baseman, so Acosta was being checked out by a trainer in Bethesda. So ever since then, he has not seen any action, but we're hoping for the best.
It's a 1-1 count early to Camacho. And for these Thunderbolts, they have an opportunity to strike first. When they've striked first, things have gone well. The 1-1 count with 1 out. Swung on by Camacho. Nadav Mocklin gets it at shortstop and throws it over to first. There's the 2nd out. Camacho put it in a decent spot, but Mocklin was just in a good spot to go get it.
I mean, beautiful throw by Sam Camacho across the diamond. He just threw it perfectly, right on line with where it needed to be. Camacho not able to beat it out. So Matthew Kim, unfortunately, after a leadoff double, has not moved since.
That's something we saw against Bethesda twice, and something that came back to bite them when they lost that game by 3. They had doubles from Palizzi and Gibbs that led the inning, but no one was able to bring them home.
And we kind of saw the T-Bolts struggle with that against, the Grays last night, where they couldn't break through with the bases loaded on countless occasions, and then they finally, got it.
And what an odd situation, as safe is Kim at third, but the ball skips in the dirt on the pitch, and then it hits James Robinson in the head. Obviously has his protective gear on. So then Kim moves to third. The throw by Robinson was on time, but they weren't able to get the tag before Kim stepped on third base.
Kind of interesting he didn't slide there, because you feel like, you got to get down on those types of plays.
I didn't think he thought that they would recover that fast. That was great recovery from Robinson.
Yeah, just ricocheted up to Elliott.
And this one popped up over at first base and caught foul in foul territory. 3 outs produced by the Braves, and stranded at third base is Matthew Kim. So Elliott gives up the double, but other than that, works around the traffic and gets the 3 outs. The Braves, once again, holding the Thunderbolts scoreless. On both sides, we have a 0-0 ball game. Top of the 4th incoming.
Silver Spring Jewelry is the Washington area's only complete jewelry store with a staff of 13 jewelry associates and 8 goldsmiths. Now in 3 locations in Tacoma Park, White Oak, and Silver Spring. Family owned and operated since 1971, specializing in diamonds, custom engagement rings, repairs, engravings, and cash for gold. Go to silverspringjewelers.com for more information. Silver Spring Jewelry, a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. SkyPoint Federal Credit Union. They make banking simple. SkyPoint believes banking should be easy to understand, personalized, and focused on on making the community a better place. Whether you're opening your first account or planning for your future, SkyPoint has the financial tools to help you hit it out of the park. SkyPoint Federal Credit Union. They make banking simple. Visit SkyPoint's branch in Silver Spring. Learn more at skypointfcu.com. Federally insured by NCUA and an equal housing lender.
We just got word during the break that Christian Dre's night is most likely done. I believe it is done, as he tweaked something in his back a little bit. I don't think anything too serious, but he is going to be subbed out of the game. Who for, I'm not sure just yet.
Yeah, we'll get that word. And I know you wanted to talk about the schedule in the home stretch.
We could talk about that while we figure out who's pitching.
Yeah.
So, yeah, as we were mentioning, this is a North versus South matchup between these two teams. And we just got word that McGowan is actually coming in next at pitcher spot. So, as he warms up, we'll talk about this. So, the North versus South matchup, the Thunderbolts last in this North Division, sitting at 8-21, and the Metro South County Braves are second in their division at 13-14. And we're having some conversations off the air about just the difficult competition that the Thunderbolts have played in this North Division. When you play the amount of times you play your division versus everybody else. What do you have to say about kind of the scheduling, Patrick?
Well, I mean, obviously with the T-Bolts being in the North, that's well established. It's a very hard division to play in. I mean, the only Crop Dusters are there, the Bethesda Big Train are there, Gaithersburg's a really good team. They're in there as well. I mean, Silver Spring has, lofty competition compared to the South. You have the D.C. Grays, Southern Maryland Senators have been great, Metro South County, Alexandria Aces. All those teams are pretty solid, but, the North is always really strong, and the T-Bolts really have to compete their butts off more often than not when they're playing these divisional opponents. Well,
yeah, even if we just look at the last 10 games from all the teams in the South, the Southern Maryland Senators, who lead the division at 17-11, are 5-5 in their last 10. Metro South County is actually 6-4 in their last 10, but they're still underneath 500 at the 2 spot in the league. And the Aces are 4-6, and the Grays are 3-7 in their last 10. Both teams under 500 by a decent margin. If you look over at the North Division, Bethesda has won 9 straight. Well, actually, they had won 10 straight, just lost. They're 9-1 in their last 10. Olney is 7-3 in their last 10. Gaithersburg is 5-5 in their last 10, and yet they're third. And then the Thunderbolts, who are 3-7, sit at fourth. So it's really a competitive division. And at the end of the day, you're dealt the cards that you're dealt with, but just really interesting the dynamics between the two divisions.
For sure. And every team is going to get a chance here in the Ripken League playoffs when it's all said and done. So we'll see what happens. You can just get hot at the right time and roll into the playoffs with some authority. You never know for sure, but obviously T-Bolts have a long way to go considering the record where they're at as a team. They've been playing competitive baseball overall, but this is a really important stretch, as they're trying to make some noise in, come playoff time.
Interestingly enough, too, this Metro South County team might be a team that the Thunderbolts face off against in that first round of the playoffs, as they would be playing, right now they'd be playing the 5 seed in the first round. Metro South County currently at the 4 seed by half a margin. So interesting dynamic. It'd be either them or the Aces or the Giants. Right now it's the Aces. Thunderbolts have faced well against the Aces, struggled against the Braves and the Giants. Well, back to baseball. Well, we were talking about baseball, but back to the action.
The baseball in front of us.
John McGowan has officially warmed up, and his first pitch to Owen Peltier is attempted as a bunt, but it did not go successful as that one went behind him. We'll see if he squares it off again. But McGowan coming in for Dre. He sidearm deals. This one was swung away foul to the left-hand side.
Well, McGowan coming out of Trinity College in D.C. Believe it's a D3 program, and McGowan was a mid-season addition. Obviously, you're going to have guys come in, and it's quite important to have the pitchers who, kind of to manage innings and whatnot.
This one was popped up into the infield. Sam Camacho came up near the mound to make the catch for out number 1. So 3 pitches in and out produced. All 3 were strikes. Not a strikeout, but just as good as you can get.
Basically, he got the first out of the inning, and we don't know the situation for McGowan right now, and that he kind of had to warm up in an emergency spot. He did not come out of the bullpen in anticipation. So whether he's a stopgap to a reliever that may be going more bulk, or if he's going to do that himself on short notice, only time will tell.
Now up for the Metro South County Braves, Nadav Mocklin. And he already's in a 2-0 spot. He usually is the leadoff guy for Metro South County, but flashback a month ago, he was just getting recognized in this lineup. He was still a newer guy. Now he's someone that they can rely on, as he's one of the best hitters in the league.
I believe he made the All-Star team as well.
He did. He's hitting a ridiculous 424 average in 18 games played.
We just had Mike Presky just run in front of us for context from where we're set up.
And after the 2-0 start, McGowan with 2 nice back-to-back strikes to even the count 2-2. So just for context, Mocklin almost getting on base 45% of the time. And that's just getting a hit. That's not even his average. That's not even his OBP. But swinging and missing is Mocklin throwing over his Kelleher, and he got him. Kelleher wasn't able to catch the 3rd strike, but regardless, they throw it over, and the strikeout is landed.
Well done by the backstop to have his pitchers back in that spot. I mean, that went pretty deep into this backstop. Not a big backstop to begin with. Kelleher really had to rush and pick up the ball, throw it on to Cutney, and once again, Cutney held first. First base defense matters.
So 2 outs on the board already for McGowan. Great start for him. Now he's facing off against Ryan Henson, first baseman who's 0 for 1. This one swung on deep into right field and caught. There's the third out, and it came very quickly for the Thunderbolts. 3 up, 3 down. Great arm provided by McGowan since coming in for Dre. There's the top of the fourth finished. We'll move to the bottom of the fourth in just a moment after a word from our sponsors.
Ben Norkin of Ben Norkin Architecture at 7204 Trescott Avenue in Tacoma Park, Maryland, helps people turn their dreams into their new forever home. Whether it's a renovation, addition, or a new home, Ben will assist you in picking colors and finishes. He'll explain building codes, zoning requirements, and materials that stress energy efficiency. Ben Norkin of Ben Norkin Architecture at 7204 Trescott Avenue in Tacoma Park, Maryland, a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. The AFI Silver Theater and Cultural Center in downtown Silver Spring presents the best in American and world cinema. They show classic American mysteries from the black and white era, as well as the most modern digital content from around the world. The AFI Silver Theater also features filmmaker interviews, panel discussions, musical performances, and more. The AFI Silver Theater at 8633 Colesville Road in Silver Spring is a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts.
Bottom of the fourth coming up for the Thunderbolts. We're still at a 0-0 ball game. And again, for those who are just tuning in, doubleheader tonight. The first game was picked up from the bottom of the second where we were a month ago on June 12th. It's now July 11th, so just about a month it's been. It's now 7-11. And in that first game, I was just mentioning how long ago it's been. Nadav Mocklin, that was his second game of the season, and
Goodness.
he wasn't even. I mean, the reason he was hitting so deep into the lineup is because he was getting new. He was hitting 7th in that lineup. Since then, leads the league in average and is second in on-base percentage, .564 on-base percentage. But he just struck out against McGowan. So, interesting context as we're getting back in here. It's going to be Gavin Elliott once again. He's got Gabriel Pegues leading off.
Time does fly, doesn't it? I mean, so much has changed in the Ripken League since this game first happened. It's been almost a month, in case you're new to the broadcast.
So Gabe Pegues, who's hitting third, is going to have, it's going to be 3-4-5. Pegues, Kutney, and Kelleher. Those three in this game are combined 1 for 3. Second pitch is also upstairs, ball 2. Gabe Pegues, we've seen a little bit of everything from him this season. Really does everything all around at a very high level.
Reason he was an all-star, Brian. Went 2 for 2 at Povich during the mid-summer, or I don't even know if you can call it midsummer, but mid-season classic.
Landing that first strike was Elliott. Gavin Elliott has gone 41 pitches tonight. 3 innings pitched fully, 4 strikeouts, 0 earned runs, no walks. Swung on by Pegues. This one carrying and gets out of here. Gabriel Pegues has done it again. My goodness, the 3rd home run on the season for Gabe Pegues. The Thunderbolts strike first as we see a little bit of thunder and lightning in that outfield. This one deep to right field and out of here.
Yeah, he kind of shaded it towards the opposite field, which is really impressive. Pegues hit a home run the last time he was here, and I believe what it was an 8-4 loss to the Metro South County Braves, and that was a shot. Gabe Pegues really has that 5-tool ability overall, just with what he can do in center field and the hit, the power, everything. My, oh my, he's been an absolute gem for this T-Bolt squad.
Well, Patrick, that felt perfect as we were just hyping him up perfectly. I think we set him up perfectly for that. We said he was an all-around player that does about everything at a great level. And you were just talking about his all-star nod.
Performance.
Yeah.
We teed it up, and he delivered, as he always does.
Well, this was usually reserved for Acosta and Camacho, but I think we threw that one off the backboard to Gabe Pegues there.
Yeah. I wonder if Gabe's a basketball fan. We'd have to ask him. He does know Adam Jones, so has a good awareness of baseball.
Well, Nolan Kutney, a tough act to follow, is in a 2-1 count right now.
Well, Nolan Kutney hit a home run in Bethesda, so maybe it go back-to-back. We'll see.
2-1 pitch. He won't get the opportunity there. Is that one a good pitch to lay off? 3-1 the count.
Nolan Kutney feels like he's picking it up recently. Just putting together some better at-bats, better swings. You know, and he's a veteran. He hit 290 last summer with this T-Bolt squad, so if they can get him going, that would be huge.
Well, he's going somewhere. He's going to first base.
Going to first base.
There's a walk. And as we always say, a walk is just as good as a hit. That's the first walk given by Elliott through 3 innings now in the 4th inning. So he gives up his first run, his second hit, and his first walk all in the span of 2 at-bats.
Well, there you go. Nolan Kutney just being patient. This T-Bolts lineup was really patient yesterday in D.C. They just took whatever they were getting, and 19 walks were tallied in that game for Silver Spring hitters.
Well, this one hit hard by Kelleher. This one also traveling back. It goes over the left fielder. Kutney's going to scamper all the way to third, and standing on second is Mason Kelleher. Patrick, I'm going to let you describe this. You brought it up the last time you got a hit.
I did.
Talk about the last 24 hours this guy's had.
I mean, he's now 6 for 6. He has gone, I shouldn't say consecutive at-bats with a hit, because there have been some walks mixed in there, but he hasn't gotten out since the D.C. Grays game. We'll put it that way. And that was very similar to the double he had in D.C. last night. Just hit it over the head of, the outfielders in left center, and that ball was drilled. It almost got out of here. Maybe with metal it does. And Kutney kind of had to wait at coming off first base. He didn't know if it was going to be called or not. If he was aggressive, maybe he could have scored, but I completely understand him sticking at third, and now the T-Bolts have their best scoring opportunity of the day so far.
And just an outstanding piece of hitting for the Thunderbolts in this inning. A home run, a walk, and a double. No outs provided so far.
We're debunking the theory that the jersey number does not matter for Mason Kelleher.
And that one was shot down the third base line. I thought it might have been fair over the third base bag, but third base umpire says no.
He's got a better view than we do. So,
he does.
Yeah.
There's the 0-1 off that foul shot down third. If that was fair, that's sending home everybody easily.
Oh, yeah.
And potentially getting him to second or third.
Or it could have just been a single hugging the line.
Well, the 0-1 is looked off by Baker. Now a 1-1 count. Cameron Baker 0 for 1. Did reach base due to a fielder's choice. He swings hard once again down that third base line, and trying to make the catch was the third base coach, but not able to make it.
Gene Wandell, man, he almost had it. Former T-Bolt himself was on the active roster when he was at Frostburg State. But fortunately just hit a little too hard for him to field, as Max Eckert appears to be absent recently.
The 1-2 is swung on by Baker. He's going to be thrown out at first, but he does his job. He advances the runners. Then RBI ground out for Baker. He advances Kelleher to third as well. The Thunderbolts going to take a 2-0 lead.
Well, I mean, it's not glamorous. It's not, cool per se to have the RBI ground out, but it certainly does a job. With nobody out, that's where you want to use your outs. You're maximizing your scoring opportunities. And Cameron Baker just a really productive out at that, scoring a run, and now Aiden Prell could do the same.
Prell struck out his first time up. This time, sees the first pitch go into the dirt. Prell has been clutch recently. He's had 2 plays in the last week where he's doubled and left everybody on base to run around the base paths. 6 RBIs and 2 swings.
He's had some great moments himself, really starting to put things together.
Speaking of putting it together, Prell hits this one. Almost went deep, but it's going to be deep enough to send Mason Kelleher home. 3-0 on the sac fly from Prell. 2 outs go by, but another run scores.
Well, that's, we're teeing it up. The announcer jinx is reversing today, which is really nice. And
this is Hope Core.
Hayden Prell just got a hold of that baseball. It was hit quite hard. And, even though he didn't get on base because of it, it is technically not an at-bat because he drove in the run. So, again, maximizing the outs, using the scoring opportunities to the best of their ability right now. The T-Bolts are rolling. This is what we've wanted them to do all season long.
And it's still early, and obviously I'm not saying anything, but, the Thunderbolts have not put back-to-back wins together this season. They have an opportunity to right now as Matthew Kim continues it. Kim swings hard and sends this one into shallow left field for a single. All T-Bolts.
Second single of the day for Matty K. How about it? For someone who wasn't in the starting lineup for this game, had to come in as a substitution because of a draft party, maybe he should be thanking Chris Sakopian for inviting Colin Gibbs, because Matthew Kim woke up on the right side of the bed today.
Well, Joey King up for the second time, swinging hard for strike one. Doesn't get a piece of it. But Joey King, a little bit jealous right now. It seemed like he wanted to just take a hold of that baseball.
Get in on the fun. I get it.
And Joey, this time more patient, sees this one go below him. It skipped into the dirt. So Gavin Elliott, who started off really strong, is now 58 pitches deep and giving up 3 earned runs just this inning. Throwing back to first, Matty K gets there, no problem.
He's getting the uniform extra dirty today.
That just says everything that he's about as a player. He
does
does the dirty work.
He's a scrapper, and I love it. It's so easy to love those players. Matthew Kim is the perfect embodiment of that. Just nose to the grindstone type of approach, no matter where he goes.
We can't show any favoritism, but I will tell you that Patrick's a big fan of Matthew Kim. He loves that guy. Matthew Kim, once again, testing Gavin Elliott on the mound. He goes back to first safely, this time a little bit closer of a call.
Well, I will say Matthew Kim is someone I've been with the T-Bolts, or that has been with the T-Bolts for multiple seasons, and we kind of got started at the same time. So I'm pretty familiar with Matty K. He's one of my guys.
Well, Matthew Kim
wow.
gets into second, but it's overthrown. Robinson wasn't able to make the throw, and now Kim heads all the way to third. Matthew Kim, have yourself a game on the base paths.
That's just what he does, man. He did that in only where pitcher throws over to first on a pickoff attempt. It's thrown away, and that time he was trying to steal a base, and the ball was overthrown, takes an extra 90. Whoever does his laundry may not be happy, but I can guarantee you there are so many people that are pleased with his performance so far today.
So Joey King still having it as at-bat, but finally his at-bat ends with ball number 4. It seemed like it was a long at-bat.
A lot of pickoff attempts.
Lots of pickoff attempts and a fun little steal in between. But, Matthew Kim, there was 2 outs. It seemed like the party might have finally been over in the inning. The bases were cleared off of the Iden Prell sac fly, but Matthew Kim singles. By the time Joey King's at-bat is done, he's on third. It's just the little things. That's what you need to do to win.
That's right. Especially in the Ripken League, not as much power overall. You got to win along the margins, and the T-Bolts are doing that.
Elliott, once again, not taking any chances with a runner on first base, throws back to King. Kim is leading off a third.
I think I did that yesterday, so if it makes you feel any better.
King,
King.
They got it, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a ring to it.
Mm-hmm.
And they're back-to-back in the lineup.
That's right. 8 and 9, best 8 and 9 hitters in the league, arguably.
When we talk about just the bottom of the lineup producing, the Thunderbolts constantly. Matthew Kim 2 for 2 tonight at the 8th spot.
I even saw a piece as an Orioles fan about how the Orioles management values having a strong bottom of the order just to have the depth in the lineup, and you're really seeing it pay off. guys like Joey King and Matthew Kim fighting to get on base and doing what they can, it turns it over to the big boppers. And you have, the Marco Polizzi, the Gabe Pagase, the Sam Camachos of the world. It really pays off when it's all said and done.
Sam Camacho has been able to have been patient in this at-bat so far. 2 pitches that weren't competitive towards him. 2 balls, 0 strikes. About 63 pitches deep now for Gavin Elliott. Hasn't been the inning that he's hoped for. 0-2 lands in there for strike number 1, and maybe, the 2-0.
Yeah,
and maybe that'll give him some confidence.
I believe I heard that Sam Camacho's out here on the summer circuit making up for lost time. He was dealing with an injury at Clarion his first season, so good for him to be out on the summer circuit fully healthy and looking good.
Camacho takes a healthy swing at that one and fouls it into the mitt. There's the second strike. 2-2 the count. 2 outs. Runners on first and third.
3-0, mind you. All 3 runs coming in this inning. Of course, Gabe Pagase, the catalyst with that shot.
Camacho pops this one up to stay alive. Behind him, no chance for James Robinson to get it, so he'll stay put. We'll do the 2-2 again.
Feels like whenever we're on the call on the road and we're set up in an open space, the foul balls are finding us.
They do. When we're at home, they always go over the press box. We never have to worry about it.
We have the safety, that's right.
Yeah, and the parking lot is a decent bit away.
Yes. Not foul ball proximity by any stretch.
So on that 2-2 pitch, we did it again, and upstairs for ball 3 is the result. Full count. If Camacho walks, King heads to second, and we load the bases up for the 2-hitter Polizzi. Full count, big pitch for Elliott. He deals. Swung on by Camacho. This one was smacked all the way out past third base and out of the stadium.
It's kind of hard to distinguish what's stadium in here and what's not.
Yeah, no, to the soccer stadium, I guess.
Yeah, because it's high school
complex. The backup
you,
soccer stadium.
You got the other, softball fields, football fields, whatever, whatever the layout is. Very subjective.
3-2, part 2.
Whoa.
Another one swung on by Camacho. This one
Dang.
gets high up in the outfield shallow. And catching that for out number 3 is the left fielder, Matt Wright. But things went wrong for the Braves in this inning. 3 earned runs, 1 off a solo shot from Gabe Pagase, and the 2 others coming from the guys behind him. Kelleher got a double, and the Thunderbolts just continue to keep providing the bats offensively, looking to hold that shutout. We'll go to the top of the 5th, where the Thunderbolts lead this one 3-0.
Kowa Sports in Gaithersburg, Maryland is committed to shaping kids' lives through sports. Kowa Sports aims to develop each child to their full potential as an athlete and as a person. They also help your student-athlete in the classroom, on the playing field, and anywhere in between. Learn more about KOA Sports at koasports.com. Kowa Sports is a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. Parkview Capital believes your financial strategy should reflect more than the numbers. It should reflect you. As a trusted investment advisory firm, Parkview Capital partners with individuals and families to build and protect wealth. Parkview Capital personalizes strategies rooted in your values and long-term goals. Whether you're growing your portfolio or preserving a legacy, Parkview Capital crafts a clear, customized path to your financial future, one that evolves with you. Parkview Capital, a proud supporter of the Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts.
Back into the top of the 5th. Here in Lorton, Virginia, South County Braves, Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. 0-3 is the ball game. John McGowan back out for another inning of pitching, and his first pitch to James Robinson is a strike.
Well, Brian, I think we've got our answer. John McGowan is here to stay. He's going to try and eat some innings for the T-Bolts, not just a plug-and-play type of guy, and he's got some funk to him, so maybe it's going to work.
Robinson led us off on the Braves side of the hitting to start the resumed play. He went 0 for 1 in that appearance. And this time he swings through for a strikeout. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and James Robinson goes back to the dugout.
Well, that was just John McGowan's at-bat to control. Got a full hand in that at-bat, if I do say so myself, and really nice job there by the right-hander to execute and kind of just say good morning, good afternoon, and good night to the backstop.
First pitch by McGowan just misses to Chip Kress Jr. He struck out his first time against Dre. This one swung on and missed. Kress did walk his second time up, so he went 0 for 1 with a strikeout but a walk against Dre. This time he faces McGowan for the first time. McGowan deals sidearm. Another swing and a miss produced. McGowan in a flow.
A flow state, per se.
0-2 the count. He's looking for a second. 1-2 the count. But 2 straight strikes. Here's the 1-2. Just barely fouled off. That one looked good. Chip Kress fighting for his life right now. And the Braves trying to get this game back on track. They're 6-4 in their last 10. Really starting to put it together. The Thunderbolts are as well. Not 6-4, but the results are coming. This is swung on by Kress. Pegues takes a couple steps back at center, makes the catch easily for the second out.
Nice swing by Kress. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but put some good swings on baseballs. Drove it out to center field with authority on that swing, and ultimately just didn't get the results he wanted.
Matt Wright up for the Braves. He's at that 2 spot tonight. 0 for 2 so far. He struck out his first time, and his second time did not reach as well. The 0-1 is nicely placed for strike 1, and this second pitch is fouled away down the first base line, gets over the gate. So a lengthy foul ball. That one kind of pushed back, but 0-2 the result.
Just be on the bullpen. Sure one of those guys will pick it up.
Can McGowan end the inning right here? 0-2. Another foul back pitch. McGowan really just in a zone where hitters haven't really been able to match his pitching so far.
He's kind of toying with the hitters. It just feels like they can't catch up. I don't know if it's an issue seeing the ball from that weird angle, but the ball is in his court right now.
And luckily, Matt Wright is able to finally relax and take a pitch. This one was just outside for ball number 1. So the sidearm McGowan will deal again. Misses this one as well. Another solid miss, though. These balls aren't missing by a lot.
He's right around the zone, working quickly on the mound as well. It feels like he's immediately ready to throw the next pitch.
Throwing the next pitch he does, and this one once again fouled off behind by Wright.
Huge testament to the rhythm that he's in. Since he's really feeling it at this point.
Matt Wright hitting on 243 on the season. And he's really just fighting in this at-bat, doing everything he can. He sees another pitch outside for ball 2.
Nice and cool out now. Sun has gone down. Clouds are looking a little gray, which is scary, but...
And there's the swing and a miss. Seemed to eventually be inevitable from McGowan to Wright. And Wright goes down swinging for the second time in this game. 3 up, 3 down for the Braves, and the Thunderbolts will be back up trying to extend that lead. in the bottom of the fifth.
Dan Metcalf has long been a supporter of the Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. Now he's at a new location, the Finn Family Group of Perennial Real Estate. If you want to find that perfect home in the perfect community, the Finn Family Group is for you. The Finn Family Group believes in community, and they bring that sense of community when working with clients to find homes in the Silver Spring Tacoma Park area. Call them today at 301-450-6999. The Finn Family Group, a proud supporter of the Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. Athletic House on 18952 Bonanza Way in Gaithersburg is a promotional product distributor making mugs, pens, and t-shirts for advisors. The Athletic House can supply your company with every possible promotional product from 3,000 suppliers. With so many ad specialties available, the Athletic House can help leave a lasting impression with your customers, and they will create long-lasting relationships with your clients. The Athletic House, a proud supporter of the Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts.
Well, what a game it's been so far since we resumed here in Lorton, Virginia. The Thunderbolts traveled south, and everything's been going up north for them trajectory-wise. Things have been going well. 3-0 they lead. We've only played about 2.5 innings here since we resumed, but the Thunderbolts have been dominant so far.
Yeah, I love what I'm seeing from the T-Bolts. The pitching hasn't missed a beat. Christian Dre got off to a good start, of course. Unfortunately, had to get pulled, dealing with the back issue, but John McGowan has stepped in, done a great job, and T-Bolts hitters, while they haven't scored a ton of runs, the offensive approach has continued to look sharp after, a great effort from them against the DC Grays.
First pitch misses. Gavin Elliott is going to stay out there. So for a little bit of context, he does have 71 pitches pitched, but again, about 11 of those were pitched in the first matchup between these two that got eventually canceled. So this one swung on by Marco Palizzi, popped up. The Bermuda Triangle able to make the play out and very shallow center right outfield. Did not describe that very well, but there's the first out produced by Gavin Elliott of the inning. And now Gabe Pegues, the guy who homered to start us off in scoring, is back up at the plate.
I think a good way to describe it is a little shallow pop-up in the right center. Chip Crace tracking it and ultimately called off the outfield defenders to make the catch.
Gabe Pegues hit this one out of here back near the South County sponsor sign in center right field. And is trying to produce that same result if possible against the same pitcher. The approach from Elliott has to change. This time he is able to locate a nice breaking ball into the strike zone for strike one. 1-1 the count.
Quite frankly, what else is new with Gabe Pegues? That guy, he can just do everything for this T-Bolt squad. There's a reason he was the starting center fielder for the Ripken League in the All-Star game.
This one misses for ball number 2. Pegues has continued to impress all of us here and everyone across the league this season so far. Pegues smacks this one behind him for strike 2. 2-2 the count. And Pegues, we know that he can have that power enough to get the ball out of here or get at least extra bases. He has the speed that you don't want to walk the guy, and he can extend at bats if he has to fight off some pitching. So really just a tough guy to get out. And speaking of, he fouls that one behind him.
Well, he's basically just doing what he did at Lynchburg and hit .333 in 26 games. 3 homers, 10 RBIs, .606 slug, .476 on base for the right-handed hitting center fielder. I mean, that's the Gabe Pegues we've watched all summer. So it's cool to see him continue it and try and get more reps under his belt.
He gets a piece of this one on the 2-2, but speedily making the play was the center fielder, Owen Peltier. He had to at least pick up the speed a little bit to catch that one as it was heading downwards.
Kind of hit on a low liner almost. Pegues got a good piece of it, just goes to show. When he's getting out, it is still quality contact off of his bat.
So there is the second out of the inning. Nolan Cutney has an opportunity to try to avoid the 1-2-3. The Braves would surely need it right now. Elliott needing a bounce-back inning. Right now, it's looking good. 0-1 to Cutney. Second pitch is swung on and missed. That one had a nice up-to-down movement that had Nolan Cutney fooled. So 4 2/3 pitch for Elliott, 3 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, and about 80 pitches thrown. Again, not all 80 pitches thrown here today.
Might be done for the day if he can escape the 5th.
This one hit over to right field and caught high up in the air for the 3rd out. And as you just mentioned, Patrick, Gavin Elliott goes 1-2-3, and his day might be done after that. But a good bounce-back inning for Elliott, who saw his only 3 earned runs be provided in the bottom of the 4th. But the bottom of the 5th is scoreless. 3-0 still. Thunderbolts lead. Top of the 6th inbound.
The Radio Tire Company on 9101 Brookville Road in Silver Spring specializes in balancing, repair, and installation of your car's tires. The Radio Tire Company has experienced technicians with a commitment to quality service, advanced equipment for balancing and installation, and comprehensive repair options. The Radio Tire Company on 9101 Brookville Road in Silver Spring, a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. Chuck Levin's Washington Music Center at 11151 Rears Mill Road in Wheaton, Maryland, has been serving Washington musicians since 1958. Chuck Levin's is a family-run business and is famous for instrument sales and its repair facilities for guitars, woodwinds, brass, strings, and electronics. Open Monday through Saturday from 10 to 6. Chuck Levin's Washington Music Center at 11151 Rears Mill Road in Wheaton, Maryland, a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts.
Back in, top of the 6th, incoming. Once again, it'll be John McGowan on the mound. So far, he's gone 26 pitches, 2 innings, fully pitched, 3 strikeouts, 0 earned runs, 0 walks, and 0 base runners. Just dominant through 2 innings so far. And as we wait for this inning to get started, Silver Spring fan base once again showing up and showing out here all the way in Lorton, Virginia. A decent bit out from Silver Spring, but once again the fans providing the best fans, proving that they're the best fans in the league.
Oh, yeah. These fans will travel. They support the T-Bolts no matter where they go. Really impressive, and they're there for this team, especially when the T-Bolts are home at Blair Baseball Stadium. It's just great that the community can rally behind a really good summer collegiate team.
Well, yeah, and even then, we've had at least 5+ games where on the road the Thunderbolts have had more fans than the home team, and tonight being one of them. Aiden Albright trying to make it all right for the Braves. 3-0 the ball game currently, 1-1 the count as he swings past a foul ball.
I mean, these fans show up rain, shine. It's been a wacky weather summer with the heat wave and multiple rainouts. These fans still consistently show up.
And Albright skies this one high into the air. And over making the play was Cutney at first. He calls everyone off and makes the play. There's the first out. So for the Braves, we just saw Aiden Albright at the 3 spot, and now at the 4 is Vasquez, and Robert Kelly DHing is going to be the 5. Right at the heart of the order. Let's see if John McGowan can keep this strong push going. He's already off to a great start. First pitch into Vasquez is low for ball 1.
I love what we're seeing out of McGowan right now, especially considering kind of having to get on the mound short notice. He's done an excellent job. They might only need him for the rest of this game. And that'd be huge for the bullpen in what is a doubleheader, quote unquote.
Well, McGowan, one of the reasons he's been so great tonight, he's just been getting right to it. He's attacking these batters. 0-2 the count. He's looking to get that 4th strikeout of the game. That one fouled away. 1-2 the count, 1 out. Vasquez was one of the strikeout victims earlier in this game. Dre started off striking out a lot of batters a month ago. Had a couple before he left. And now McGowan keeping it going. This 1-2 freezes Vasquez, but just missing. So maybe freezing isn't the right word because he took a ball. But I don't know. It looked like a nice it looked like a nice pitch to me.
Yeah.
Johnny McGowan gets a swing. This one going to be a hard play for Perel to make, but he makes it. Almost overthrows Nolan Cutney, but Cutney confidently catches it for out number 2.
Yeah, it was a strong throw by Perel, considering he wasn't that far away from Cutney. But Cutney, once again, that first base defense is coming in huge. Might have to talk to him after the game about what's going into the footwork and the preparation, but T-Bolt's defense is still holding up.
And a testament to see if McGowan is really killing it is this at-bat right here. Robert Kelly, as we mentioned, leads the league in runs batted in at 30 on the season. He was able to strike him out the last time he was up. But Kelly this time gets the better of him. He smacks this one up over the head of Kim and Perel, and that one gets right over second base, in for a single. Pegues throws it back in.
Well, there's the all-star bat. Everyone knows who's near the top of the league, or at the top of the league in the RBI category, so had nobody on base to do the damage with, though. And that's what the T-Bolts want to do. If you're going to neutralize a run-producing threat, you let him get on and get those singles when nobody else is on base.
So 2 outs, 2 strikes gone already, and swinging. This one might be trouble for the Thunderbolts, but caught. What an amazing catch for the 3rd out by Marco Polizzi. Marco Polizzi dives in, saves a tight situation where Perel, Pegues, and Polizzi were trying to work it out on who was going to get it, how it was going to be made, but Polizzi makes the catch, and there's the 3rd out.
Phenomenal grab by Polizzi there. Just full-on dive, kind of tumbling on the ground and securing it. Really just an athlete right out in right field. And with that, we'll hear a quick word from our sponsors. Wild Bill Sports is all about travel, baseball, and fun. At Wild Bill Sports, travel baseball is the journey players take to develop skills, increase confidence, and grow with integrity, both on and off the field. Wild Bill Sports also promotes community engagement and giving back. Contact Wild Bill Sports at wildbillsports.com. Wild Bill Sports, a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. Jay Hollinger's Waterman's Chop House at 8606 Colesville Road in Silver Spring serves up Chop House classics, fresh seafood, Chesapeake Bay oysters, a raw bar, and hyper-seasonal local produce. It has one of the best bars in downtown Silver Spring, serving craft cocktails, beer, and wine. Jay Hollinger's Waterman's Chop House at 8606 Colesville Road in Silver Spring, a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts.
Back up. The Thunderbolts still up. Bottom of the 6th inning. Thunderbolts back up to bat. For those who may be confused, we are at South County Braves Stadium, but the Thunderbolts are batting second because of the game being made up. They originally played that game in Silver Spring, but being away for a technical home game hasn't really mattered so much tonight, as the Thunderbolts so far are ahead of this one.
If anything, it's made them better. I mean, T-Bolts have really showed out today. The pitching is scoreless through 6. Offense has had some nice spurts. I mean, this team is looking pretty good, all things considered. And good, back-to-back efforts on the road.
Well, you know what's crazy, Patrick? Still on the mound is Gavin Elliott.
Wow.
So, again, as I mentioned, he started off the game a month ago, so it's not like he's 82 pitches total today, but he has at least 70 pitches under his belt. But this isn't something that is super shocking to Braves fans. He went 7 innings against the Senators at one point. So he can really go deep into ball games. He went 7 innings twice against the Aces as well.
Seems like he kind of just has a build-up process going for him, and it's good. I mean, he's getting the mileage on the arm right now. You just hope that he doesn't get hurt, but it's important for him to just get the arm in a good spot, knowing that he can throw all these pitches. It's going to send him back to college in a way better spot than his peers.
Mason Keller, who is 2 for 2 tonight, has a single and a double. He swings through a strike. He's seen 2 go by him, and he's swung through 2 of them, so 2-2 the count.
By the way, it will send him back to Marymount. He's with the Saints, D3 in the, I believe, not American East. I think it's American something for Marymount, located in Virginia, so staying in his backyard.
Fouling off the pitch was Kelleher on the 2-2. He's seen it well recently, as Patrick has stated, and really it's hard to describe how well he's seeing it. And he sees this one bounce up and hit Robinson right in the head once again. He's gotten 2 bounce pitches that just got him right in the face. That one kind of pulled up his mask, but he resettles it and is going to get ready for the 3-2.
That's why you wear the padding. I mean, catcher equipment is so important for what they have to do, just blocking baseballs and taking tough pitches. I mean, these pitchers are throwing incredibly well overall. The catchers have a tough task day in and day out.
The 3-2 looked to be low, but Kelleher wasn't sure, and he swung at it. Good foul off.
The challenge of the day is, can Mason Kelleher get out? He has still not had that happen since, yesterday's game in D.C. He went 4 for 4 in that one, as we've mentioned. So he's on, and there you go. He's just continuing to get on base.
This time it's due to a walk. So he gets to first. And Mason Keller, if you want, you can just shoo him in on base at some point. I mean, we saw him go on a tear to start the season, Patrick.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think he had another short spurt of that high level. I mean, he was hitting, over 600 the first 5 games of the season.
Mm-hmm.
But he's producing that level of success right now.
He's arguably better than that. I mean, you can't get the guy out. He can't be stopped.
With Kelleher walking, that brings up Cameron Baker. Cameron Baker was able to get that RBI on the ground out the last time he was up, and Elliott now up to 90 pitches.
It's going to be a real shame because catchers don't typically catch 2 games in a double header. So most likely it'll be Kai Schmelzer in game 2.
Maybe Mason will DH. I mean, you got to keep the bat
hot. You have
hot.
to, right?
There's a big strike 2 dealt to Baker. And Baker, if he can just keep this at-bat extended for a decent bit, continue to take away the energy from Elliott, that could be huge for the Thunderbolts.
Well, it's the bake show, as everyone likes to call it. Shake and bake time. Dang. I thought I teed that up. But
well, he took a ball. He keeps the bat alive.
Yeah, I mean, that is a form of the bake show, I guess.
The bake show is all about trusting the process.
That's right.
And waiting for the climax of the show.
Waiting for, the product to be finished.
Unfortunately, we weren't able to tee that one up as Baker pops up in foul ball territory for the first out.
We just did a disservice to Cam Baker.
Yeah. Both dugouts really trying to get their teams going. But Aiden Prell, a guy that's been getting it going this past week, he had a big fly out that was recorded as a non-at-bat because of the fact that he drove in a run. So 0 for 1 with a strikeout. That happened in the bottom of the second, but right now he's only got that 0-1 because of that fly out that scored a run. 0-1 the count. There's strike two. The only lefty-lefty matchup left in this game. Acosta wasn't able to finish it out as Camacho came in for him due to his injury. So the only lefty in the lineup today was Prell.
Of course, his catchphrase is hum now. He's certainly humming at the plate as of recently.
Humming like a machine. He's been really just waiting for his pitches. I think he's seeing it really well and just gaining some confidence at the plate. His teammates have been riding by him and helping him out.
Yep.
And right now in the 1-2 situation, he swings at this one. This one deep into right,
Man.
but caught. Prell once again sees it well, but just missed a potential home run.
Well, he gave that one a ride as well. And he's kind of been someone that's blocked. I mean, you consider that the T-Bolts are going to Matthew Kim ahead of him off the bench. They've got Acosta starting at shortstop. Camacho's the go-to third baseman. Colin Gibbs is getting quite a bit of reps ever since he got to Silver Spring. Prell's really had to wait for his opportunity, but he's always been consistently showing up, putting in the work, and you're starting to see it pay off. Even when he's getting out, he's putting some really good swings on the baseball.
Speaking of a consistent, well-oiled machine, Matthew Kim, 2 singles on the day, has scored a run and has moved across the base paths all night. He's up and he sees his first pitch, a ball. Gavin Elliott now 2 pitches away from 100 pitches. That one sit in there for a strike. Matthew Kim, not the biggest fan of it, but a great pitch regardless from Elliott. 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, 3 earned runs, and 5 2/3 innings for Elliott. This one swung on by Kim. Elliott able to catch it at the mound and throws it over to first for the 3rd out. So Mason Kelleher will be stranded at first base. No hits, a walk, and 3 outs. No errors in this bottom of the 6th. We'll move to the top of the 7th where the Thunderbolts have the opportunity of closing this one out.
Fetch Pet Care at 10111 Colesville Road, number 115 in Silver Spring is your premier in-home pet care service. From dog walks, cat care, overnight stays, pet sitting, and medication administration, Fetch Pet Care provides services tailored to meet your pet's individual needs. Fetch Pet Care at 10111 Colesville Road, number 115 in Silver Spring, a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. The Tacoma Torch, founded in 2019, brings laughter and a sense of fun to residents in the Tacoma Park and DMV area. The Tacoma Torch features satirical articles about the region that those with a sense of humor can appreciate. Send a headline or idea their way to tacomatorch@gmail.com and watch what they do with it. The Tacoma Torch is available on the web at tacomatorch.com. Tacoma Torch, a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts.
So while Patrick was reading the ads, I decided to do some investigative journalism just to make sure completely that we were on the same page. Turns out it was a good thing to do. There was some confusion. We are going to the 9th inning tonight in this first game. We'll go to the 7th in the second, but because the game started in the bottom of the 2nd, we're going to the full 9. So it's technically like we're playing 7 innings today, but 9 total between this appearance and the one that happened a month ago. So not a closeout inning for the Thunderbolts. They still have to produce 9 more outs. So that's some information that it's going to be interesting as eventually Gavin Elliott will have to come out for the Braves. And I'm not 100% sure whether McGowan will be able to go 9 more outs, but time will tell. McGowan's still on the mound. After 3 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts, 0 walks, 0 earned runs, and only 1 hit given up. That hit was given up to Robert Kelly. But now Nadav Macklin leading off for the Braves, a role that he's used to. Of course, as I mentioned the last time he was up, it was only his 2nd ever appearance in this league. So that's hence why he was at the 7th spot in this lineup about a month ago. It'll be Macklin, Henson, and Robinson for the Braves. They are combined 0 for 5 tonight. Macklin, a guy, though, that gets on base 54% of the time. Really just an insane clip. So getting him out, it's going to be a tough one. 2-1 the count to Macklin. McGowan gets a foul produced for strike number 2. And just like that, he's another strike away from getting out. The arguably hardest guy to get out in the league in terms of average. Leads the league in average, is second in OBP. McGowan with the sidearm deal. Just misses. Thought he had that third strike. I think the dugout thought so as well. But he'll do it again. 3-2 the count. This is a huge at-bat for the Braves. They need a speedy guy like Macklin to get on. Here's the 3-2. Swung on by Macklin. Going to get it is Gabe Pegues, and he catches it. So once again, a huge out to get Macklin. That's the first out of the inning here in the top of the 7th.
Well, McGowan just continues to roll. He is in an absolute groove right now, and I know I mentioned when he came into the game, he's from Trinity College. I'd like to take a minute and shout out. My parents got their master's degrees from Trinity.
Shout out.
In D.C., so I forget their mascot, but shout out Trinity.
Swinging on the first pitch is Ryan Henson. I said coming in that this 7-8-9 was 0 for 5 combined with Macklin getting out there. That was 0 for 6 combined. Henson and Robinson have been struggling at the dish recently. And flying into right field as I say that and caught is Henson. Second out produced by McGowan. He's just efficiently getting through this Braves order.
And Polizzi's being kept on his toes out in right field. Made the catch to complete 6 scoreless for the T-Bolts and had to still get on his horse to make way to Gabe Pegues on that last pop fly, and now making a catch of his own. Right field may not be glamorous on paper, but Polizzi's doing the grunt work.
So swinging through the first strike is James Robinson. It just seems like the first pitch is destined to be first pitch strike for McGowan. Second pitch, just as good. Strike 2, this time no swing. McGowan is attacking these batters. Robinson, been the consistent 9-batter in this team all season. Quickly in an 0-2. And he swings through the third pitch. 3 strikes in a row for McGowan. 3 up, 3 down. 4 total innings pitched for McGowan, and he is absolutely dealing. We stay a 3-0 ball game, bottom of the 7th coming, and we'll see if the Braves make a change.
Nando's Peri Peri Chicken on 924 Ellsworth Drive in Silver Spring is the best chicken in the world because it uses peri peri sauce. From chicken on the bone to wraps and sandwiches, along with salads and veggie options, Nando's is your choice for great food. Nando's Peri Peri Chicken on 924 Ellsworth Drive is a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. United Therapeutics in Silver Spring develops pharmaceuticals and technologies that help patients in need of organ transplantation. United Therapeutics is guided by the principles of always striving to do the right thing and relentlessly pushing to always do better. As a result, the company was included among America's best companies by Forbes magazine. United Therapeutics in Silver Spring, a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts.
Well, right now, I think I have a good idea of who we might be interviewing after the game if the Thunderbolts are able to pull through. John McGowan just having a dominant relief pitching appearance. 4 innings pitched, only 1 hit and 1 base runner amounted in 4 innings. To go with an impressive 4 strikeouts. So 4 scoreless, 4 strikeouts, and only 1 hit given up in those innings. McGowan's been dominant so far. But finally, for the Braves, after 101 pitches, they will be bringing in Aiden Siminow to replace Elliott. So Elliott will close the book on him. He went 6 innings pitched, 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 of them earned, 3 walks. He gave up a double and a home run. with a 4.5 ERA on the day, 101 total pitches. So he really went the distance for the Braves, but wasn't able to be backed up with any support from his offense. So the new arm for the Braves means a new guy to adjust to for the Thunderbolts. They did a good job against Elliott. We'll see how they face against Seminole. For the Thunderbolts, it's going to be Joey King, Sam Camacho Jr., and Marco Polizzi at the very least, 9-1-2.
Joey King, we're going to pick it up. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a walk. Take strike 1 there. King coming from St. Olaf's.
The 0-1 swinging from King is strike 2. No contact made on that pitch, but King trying to adapt to Aiden Seminow. Seminow, the first relief pitcher to be brought on for the Braves after 7 innings of work. This one high, 4-1, the first ball thrown by Seminow.
Rocket number 14, I love it. Best number ever.
So the first batter Seminow faces, he puts down on strikes. Joey King swings through that third pitch for strike 3. The Marymount Saint, Aiden Seminow, picking off from Gavin Elliott. Surely isn't going to be able to throw 101 pitches, but he starts off strong.
I believe one of the pitching coaches for the T-Bolts, Ryan Mariani, was chatting him up pre-game, considering that they're all at Mariani was at Marymount, recently graduated, and, you know, I got some Saints on this Metro South County team.
So for that bottom of the order, only, if you look at 7, 8, 9, only 4 outs produced between those 4 tonight. Pretty impressive stuff. 2 for 3, Matthew Kim. Iden Pearl had the sac fly, and King 0 for 1 tonight after some good walks.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's all about filling out the lineup to the best of your ability. The 7, 8, and 9 hitters have done a really good job today overall with what they're doing.
And Camacho still looking for that first hit tonight. Did not go on the check swing. He's 0 for 3 on the night. He's leading off for Acosta, who wasn't able to continue from a month ago. I mean, if you would have asked him a month ago, hey, you're going to play a month from now the same game that they just didn't resume, but Camacho is coming in, you know, Miami for Miami. At least you got the culture still the same.
Mm-hmm.
And Camacho trying to bring some in fuego.
Well, now he's got to bring it that Acosta's sitting on the sidelines right now due to injury, so there's got to be some sort of Miami flair.
Swung on the 3-2. Camacho gets a decent piece of it. Is it going to drop? It does. The Bermuda Triangle. No one was able to really call it for the Braves, and it just goes in between all 3 of them. All of them ran over there, but it was just perfectly placed by Camacho. There's the first hit for Sammy.
Quite literally, there was no margin for error with where he hit that baseball, and no one was able to get to it. Just, again, kind of an awkward tweener shot into right center field on the pop-up, and Camacho was able to find some grass.
So the first runner reaches for the Thunderbolts. That's big time as they're trying to pick up where they left off in the bottom of the 4th. They went 5 and 6 scoreless. Polizzi swings through the first strike. Trying to avoid a double play potentially here. But Aiden Simon now throws back to first to no elude to Camacho. Camacho, not usually the type of guy to take off for a stolen base, but still being checked on.
Can never rule it out.
Especially as he is the leadoff guy tonight. You know, maybe he's going to try to emulate his best Acosta impression.
Feeling himself a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, hey, I'm the leadoff man, tough guy. Gonna try and steal a base. You never know.
Yeah, you got to play that persona if you're leading off. Polizzi sees a ball go by him. 1-1 the count, 1 out. Camacho at first. Polizzi at the plate. 0 for 3 tonight. Throwing back over to first. Simon now really worried about Camacho at first there.
They're treating him like the leadoff man. He's getting checked on, although there have been a couple of other T-Bolts that have had the pickoff move attempt on them. Matthew Kim being one, and I believe we're getting some Marco Polo jugs from the dugout. Too easy with Polizzi.
Throwing over to second base in time from the play from Robert Kelly at third to second base, but the throw over to first for the double play not able to be made as Polizzi legs it out easily. The first out is down. The fielder's choice gets Camacho at second, but Polizzi does stay on base, so a little bit of a trade-off for an out.
Just slightly, and you know, Metro South County makes sense for them to go for the lead runner in that spot. It was, you know, a great look from Alejandro Vasquez at third, tossing it over to second, almost around the horn-esque, but of course no time to make the double play work as Polizzi was busting it down the line.
Gabe Pegues up again for the Thunderbolts. Flashback all the way to earlier in this game. We had probably the most fun play of this game in the bottom of the fourth when Pegues led off the inning with a homer to center field. That was against Elliott, who is now long gone after 100 pitches being thrown. And taking over for him, Aiden Simonow. We'll see if he is able to do better against Pegues.
Honestly, all things considered, Elliott had a really good outing, and it's just this T-Bolt's pitching staff has been lock and key here in Game 1. McGowan's done a tremendous job on the backs of Christian Dre, almost looking like Dre himself.
Polizzi slides into second base stealing and is safe, but he gets hit on the side of the head
I think it was
as
the
he
arm.
stole second.
Oh, he's out.
He's out?
Huh.
Okay.
All right.
I'm a little confused. I thought he was able to reach.
Yeah, Brock Hunter's confused too. He's going to go out for an explanation.
Yeah, he got hit on the side of the face with the baseball, and his hand was on the base when he got hit. So I'm a little confused.
Yeah. I mean, unless they're calling it like since the ball hit him when he was not on the base, if they're going to call him out because of that. But the ball was not secure in the glove. Polizzi had that base stolen.
Oh, okay, so the
okay.
call we just did some journalism investigation, and Sam Bergstrom, our writer,
per Sam Bergstrom.
Yeah, Sam Bergstrom, the journalist on the team, did some speaking, and it found out it was interference.
Interesting.
So that makes a little bit more sense because I didn't see him get tagged at all.
I don't know. Like, I obviously don't want to speculate, but was there really interference for Polizzi on that in that situation? Okay.
I mean, no, I'm saying as in like I agree with you. Yeah, I like. It makes more sense in the fact that maybe he got tagged out. At first, I was like, maybe they're calling the fact that he was off the bag or something, but
I don't know if I've ever seen a runner get charged with interference on a play like that.
Yeah, that was a little strange. He got hit. It's not his fault that he's sliding in and getting hit by the ball.
That's right. I don't know. Just weird.
Regardless, that was the third out of the inning.
Yeah.
So really strange way to end that at-bat for Gabe Pegues. He's going to get another opportunity to hit to start the inning because he got interrupted rudely by the interference.
That's right.
So new pitcher on the mound. What a day it was for McGowan. It'll be Aiden Watts coming up right after our ads.
The Parkway Deli on 8317 Grub Road in Silver Spring has been dishing up deli classics since 1963. The Parkway Deli is a family business, and their family loves to bring great food and service to yours. The Parkway Deli is open 7 days a week, 8:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Friday, and 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Saturdays and Sundays. The Parkway Deli on 8317 Grub Road in Silver Spring, a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. Silver Spring Jewelry is the Washington area's only complete jewelry store with a staff of 13 jewelry associates and 8 goldsmiths. Now in 3 locations in Tacoma Park, White Oak, and Silver Spring. Family owned and operated since 1971, specializing in diamonds, custom engagement rings, repairs, engravings, and cash for gold. Go to silverspringjewelers.com for more information. Silver Spring Jewelry, a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts.
Well, bang, just like that. We can immediately get back into the action. Aiden Watts making that appearance for McGowan. What a performance it was for McGowan. First pitch, though, immediately being pushed back and caught. Great play in left field. Making the play was Cameron Baker. He was pushed by the warning track. But there's the first out, and on the first pitch, a little bit of a scare for Aiden Watts, but he gets the out.
Well, he's got a tough act to follow. That ball was given a ride out there for sure.
So that was
James Robinson, but didn't get enough of it.
That was Chip Crease, who just
Chip Crease, my bad.
Flew out to left field, and starting up, next up is Matt Wright. So 1, 2, 3 is the order for the Braves this inning. We just saw one fly out. Didn't even really get a chance to introduce Aiden Watts.
Yeah.
Well, we can do so now. Aiden Watts throws in the first pitch for a strike, or the second pitch for a strike. The first one was a ball. And Aiden Watts, as you said, has a tough act to follow. McGowan went 4 innings with 0 earned runs, only 1 base runner in those 4 innings. 4 strikeouts pitched. Two on the count. This one misses for ball number 3. So Aiden Watts, so far this season, has made 6 appearances, making his 7th tonight, has a 5.4 ERA, 8 innings pitched total. And there's a strike. Throwing the bat as he thought he reached base was Matt Wright, but the Thunderbolts telling him, hey, pick it up. Pick up the bat. 3-2 count now.
Tough luck, man. This game is cruel sometimes.
So here's the 3-2, and that one was no doubt.
Yeah, now he can toss the bat safely.
So Aiden Watts, after getting his first out on the fly ball deep to left field, will walk his batter in 5 pitches. Excuse me, 6 pitches.
Yeah, good math there.
And a bunt attempt for the Braves. It does the job, but Cutney does get the out at first base. Moving over to second was Matt Wright. He gets there safely, but Watts was able to pick it up and throw it over to Cutney for the second out. The Braves really just trying to get a runner in scoring position to at least get 1 run by.
Well, you know, I know the T-Bolts have had a great day overall, especially on the pitching front, but this game is still a 3-run game. So you got to be careful. You got to, stay the course, stay locked in, and finish the job.
So up now for the Braves, Alejandro Vasquez. He's made some nice plays at third base tonight for the Braves. And he's currently 0 for 2 tonight with a strikeout. He did reach base for the Braves on a walk. Aiden Watts looks back right at second. This one weakly to third base. Camacho throws it over to first, and there's the third out of the inning. Aiden Watts comes in as the third pitcher of the game for the Bolts, and in relief, he does his job, gets 3 outs. Wright is stranded at second. So one walk, for the Braves, 0 hits. Runner stranded on second. Thunderbolts still lead this one 3-0 in the bottom of the 8th is coming our way.
Sky Point Federal Credit Union. They make banking simple. Sky Point believes banking should be easy to understand, personalized, and focused on making the community a better place. Whether opening your first account or planning for your future, Sky Point has the financial tools to help you hit it out of the park. Sky Point Federal Credit Union. They make banking simple. Visit SkyPoint's branch in Silver Spring. More at skypointfcu.com. Federally insured by NCUA and an equal housing lender. Ben Norkin of Ben Norkin Architecture at 7204 Trescott Avenue in Tacoma Park, Maryland, helps people turn their dreams into their new forever home. Whether it's a renovation, addition, or a new home, Ben will assist you in picking colors and finishes. He'll explain building codes, zoning requirements, and materials that stress energy efficiency. Ben Norkin of Ben Norkin Architecture at 7204 Trescott Avenue in Tacoma Park, Maryland, a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts.
So Aiden Simonow taking the mound for his second straight inning for the Braves. We've said it all night, but going 6 total innings for the Braves was Gavin Elliott. He gave up 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, 4 Ks, and 101 total pitches for the Braves. And although he went as many innings as he did, the Thunderbolts still lead this game 3-0 due to some great defense and just solid enough bats.
Well, simply put, the pitching has been incredible for the T-Bolts. John McGowan was mowing hitters down, and Christian Dre, of course, did his thing. He could have gone even longer if, he didn't have to get pulled due to a back issue. So, the T-Bolts, if they're able to complete it, they might record their first shutout of the season. And my, oh my, would that be a win for Brock Hunter, the head coach, who's a pitching guy, along with the rest of his staff.
A win indeed. It would be a win not just on the win column, but morale-wise. I mean, we don't see a lot of shutouts in this Cal Ripken League. It's very rare.
Yes.
Due to just the absolute monstrosity of hitting we have in this league.
Yes.
But Nolan Cutney, speaking of monstrosity hitting, hits this one hard though. But Nadav Makalan able to throw it over quickly for the first out. Great bat to the ball by Cutney, but he hits it right to Makalan, and that'll be the first out produced of the bottom of the 8th.
Well, like you said, it was hit hard by Cutney. He got a good piece of it. Just hit it straight into the ground, and Makalan able to make a fundamentally sound play. And, Cutney doesn't have too much to complain about in the sense of he got good barrel on the ball.
Well, here we go. Patrick, this is what we've been waiting for. Can Kelleher keep the streak going? Possibly his last at-bat of the day in the bottom of the 8th, unless something crazy happens. Kelleher shoots one hard by first base, almost stays fair.
So close.
And that would have sent him to second base.
Yes, would have.
He's 2 for 2 in this game with a walk, a double, and a single. He's really doing it all once again. If you didn't hear us say it for the 300th time, we'll say it again. He went 4 for 4 yesterday.
Yeah.
Kelleher has done a great job behind the plate as well today.
Mm-hmm.
And as you mentioned, this might be the final time we see him at bat and as the catcher tonight with potentially Kai Schmelzer catching or Wade Hartrick because of how hard it is to catch for about however many innings that we'd be playing today. 14, I think.
Yeah, roughly, because I thought this game was going to go 7 innings, but given the fact that, they were picking up a game that was already in the bottom of the 2nd, we were able to just get the full 7 in when it's all said and done. And, you don't ever see catchers catch 2 games in a doubleheader.
So Kelleher stays alive once again, extending at bats 2-2 after he sees that one low.
Good shout from our chat here. I didn't notice this. Apologies for the late reaction. Marymount is in the Atlantic East. Thank you.
I get where you got confused.
To Laura.
Mason Kelleher did go, and unfortunately, that is going to end Mason Kelleher's stellar 24-hour streak of at-bats in a row reaching base. It took a check swing that just went over for Kelleher to finally lose that streak of 10 at-bats, or no, not 10. I believe somewhere around that area.
Probably
of
around
at-bats
that area
on base in a row.
I mean, you got the walks and such. You got to add it up, do the math. But, yeah, he had an incredible, stretch at the plate. But, yeah, apologies for the late reaction of noticing our comment. But we got some intelligent viewers out here.
We do. A lot of people have great ball knowledge when it comes to. I mean, our guy Peter has great Division III ball knowledge.
Yeah.
Peter Kelly, one of our broadcasters.
For someone that goes to a Big Ten school, it's amazing.
He's got some good polls.
Yeah.
So with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th, this might be potentially the last at-bat of the game for the Thunderbolts if they're able to get 3 outs scoreless. Cameron Baker is up. He sees ball number 2 go low.
Well, let's hope this is it. I'm sure the T-Bolts would like to close it off, take a breather, and get back out here. I'm sure this team is feeling really good right now, given their situation. And I would like to say on the D3 front, I hope I'm going to get my knowledge up as
you
a student in the Centennial Conference, McDaniel College. So I'm sure I'll grow into it, getting to know some super obscure schools that are regional-based, just like mine.
Cameron Baker this time sees that one go high upstairs for the strike. 2-2 count. Aiden Simonow trying to put his team back in this game, at least hold them where they are, but this one is upstairs for ball 3, and Baker trying to extend the Thunderbolts hitting to at least one more batter if he can reach with a walk or a hit. Here's the 3-2 coming. Simonow deals, swung on by Baker. Baker hits this one right into center field for a single. Why get a walk when you can just swing with authority into center field for a single?
Oh, yeah, the 3-1 pitch didn't matter as Cam Baker just slapped a single in the center field, the right center field area, I should say. Nice swing by him. He can put some really good swings on baseball himself. The T-Bolts are able to get him going. That would be quite nice.
Well, with Aiden Prell coming up to the plate, the Thunderbolts have another hitter. Didn't go 1-2-3 as they got Cameron Baker on base. Aiden Prell sees his first one for a strike. We got the battle between different ways of spelling and pronouncing names. Aiden versus Aiden here. Aiden spells it A-I-D-E-N. Aiden spells it A-Y-D-I-N. Not to mention Aiden Albright. But Prell almost gets another piece that he can send deep into the outfield, but for the third out, it's going to be caught by left fielder Matt Wright. So there's the third out, potentially the last hitting out for the Thunderbolts if they're able to hold the Braves with their 3-0 deficit. We will head to the top of the 9th, where wins and losses turn into wins and losses. We'll be right back after the ads from our sponsors.
The AFI Silver Theater and Cultural Center in downtown Silver Spring presents the best in American and world cinema. They show classic American mysteries from the black and white era as well as the most modern digital content from around the world. The AFI Silver Theater also features filmmaker interviews, panel discussions, musical performances, and more. The AFI Silver Theater at 8633 Colesville Road in Silver Spring, a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. Koa Sports in Gaithersburg, Maryland is committed to shaping kids' lives through sports. Koa Sports aims to develop each child to their full potential as an athlete and as a person. They also help your student-athlete in the classroom, on the playing field, and anywhere in between. Learn more about Koa Sports at koasports.com. Or .org, pardon. Koa Sports is a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts.
So here we go, the Thunderbolts. I'll say it again, and I really hope it doesn't come back to bite me because I have a bad history on this broadcast.
Maybe just don't say it.
Well,
you're going to do it?
I'm just going to say it. The Thunderbolts are 3 outs away from their first back-to-back wins on the season.
Well, technically 3 wins in a row. If you go oh no, they did not win in Bethesda. I don't know why I was thinking.
They probably could have. They had a 7-3. They had a 7-3 lead in the game that they looked really strong in for at least half of the game.
That's right. And going back to the Aiden conversation, as you were mentioning, a lot of Aidens.
Yeah.
And of course Aiden Watts. You got the A-I-D-A-N. You got the A-Y-D-E-N. You got A-Y-D-I-N.
It's one of those names where you can't really go wrong with how you spell it because everyone spells it differently.
There's the Irish spelling, which is A-E-D-E-N. I have a buddy I used to go to school with spelled it that way, so I mean, there might not be a name with more variance than that.
Well, for Aiden Watts, he's going to have the middle of the order to deal with for the last 3 outs. This one swung on by Kelly, but caught in left field. Once again, Cameron Baker, sharp as ever in that left field. There's the first out, just 2 more to go, and potentially the most dangerous one. We'll still have Owen Peltier and Nadav Macklin. Macklin, who hits at the highest clip of anyone per average in the league, is at least going to be potentially the last at-bat if he doesn't extend it. First, though, we'll see Owen Peltier. He's 0 for 2 on the night. And Watts, just 2 outs away, is going to be the guy they go to close this game out.
T-Bolt's very unique. They did all of their scoring in 1 inning. They've gone scoreless the rest of the way, but fortunately Metro South County has not scored a single run.
Watts produces a softly hit play, but that one was so soft that it bounced around a couple of times and was enough for Peltier to beat out the throw. So the Braves get their first base runner, and they still have 2 more outs to deal with. And Nadav Macklin now, the leader in average in this league, is up to the plate. He's hitting at .424 on the season.
Need to shut it down. Of course, the T-Bolts do have the home field advantage technically, even though they're on the road. So,
and Macklin sees this first pitch go by him for strike 1. For a guy that's produced as well as he has this season, he's 0 for 2 currently. Throwing back to first and holding off the runner in Peltier is Aiden Watts.
I think if we had $1 for every pickoff move that's been made in this game, we'd have a decent chunk of change.
Yeah, speaking of, he throws it right back over to first base. Aiden Watts, a very tall reliever, trying to give the Thunderbolts, as I said, the first back-to-back wins of the year. And if the Thunderbolts can win this one, they could put together their first 3 of the season in a row later tonight. That pitch is gassed right by Nadav Macklin for strike number 2. 1-2 the count. Big at-bat for both teams. A strikeout here, and you only have 1 more out to go.
Maybe even get the double play.
1-2 is high from Watts. Macklin was not trying to climb the ladder to swing at that one. 2-2 the count. 1 out. Here's the 2-2 from Watts. Low for ball 3. Good stop by Kelleher. And here's a full count.
Well, Watts, an arm at the University of Rochester up in New York with the Yellow Jackets, competing in the Liberty League in D3.
There goes Macklin. Struck out looking. And so Aiden Watts has not been dealt a fair card, has had to deal with Kelly and Macklin in the same inning, but has dealt with both of them just fine. 2 outs recorded, 1 more to go.
It's been no problem for Aiden Watts. Now he's got 1 more out to go.
Ryan Henson, the man to try to keep it alive for the Braves. The Thunderbolts are just 1 out away. There is a runner on first base in Owen Peltier. But Ryan Henson, who's 0 for 3 on the night, is up to bat. The 8-hitter.
Wouldn't it be so nice to get a shutout?
It would very much be nice. Even better, just the win in general. The Thunderbolts are right there, but the shutout would be the icing on the cake. 2-0 the count. They're going to have to wait. Ryan Henson seeing it well. And if Henson gets on, he'll turn around to James Robinson. Both guys do not have a hit. There's a great bounce-back pitch from Watts, who puts it right by a swinging Henson. So Henson, the big first baseman, has had a lot to do at first base, has played very phenomenal defensively, but still looking for that first hit. 2-1 the count, 2 outs. The pitch from Watts, swung on. Gabe Pegues has a chance to end it, and he does. The Thunderbolts get back-to-back wins for the first time this season. The Thunderbolts take this continued game that started all the way back on June 12th, and here we are on July 11th, 7-11. The Thunderbolts take the win 3-0 from a great defensive performance from the Bolts. What a huge win in the first of 2 games that we'll play tonight. Patrick, what did you see that you loved today from the Bolts?
Pitching. Pitching was the name of the game. I know we've hammered that point home from the jump, but you can't say it enough. The T-Bolts won a game in the trenches. Offense only scored 3 runs, but the pitching held up so well here in this one. It was just phenomenal to see. Christian Dre got it started off. You had John McGowan have a fantastic outing, just working the game at his pace. And then Aiden Watts finishing it off, 2 scoreless frames. You can't draw it up better than that. That is picture perfect. This is what the pitching staff has worked the entire season for, having a shutout performance, and they got it.
And the bats came together all through 1 inning to get the 3 runs. It was the bottom of the 4th inning that the Thunderbolts took this one by storm against a starting pitcher for the Braves, and Gavin Elliott, that was pitching at a 3 ERA strip. But he went 101 pitches, but those 3 runs in that bottom of the 4th were enough for the Thunderbolts to hold it off. That'll be the ball game. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We'll have the next one coming for you shortly. The Thunderbolts win and improve to 9-21 on the season. We'll get right back up for the second game of this doubleheader in just about 15 to 20 minutes. Thank you, everybody. Patrick Moran, Brian Alves. We'll see you soon.